Okay. We're back, and
I came in on the Union Station in Little Rock when my husband picked me up, and it was about 1 o'clock in the morning.
and this was direct from Germany.
And it was in 1949, the 11th of November, 1949.
So
And he took me in the car. We went around to Little Rock and out Highway 10, and I saw all these trees. I said, "Oh, who in the world is taking me?" I begin to feel real funny and uneasy. I said, "Oh, I really didn't want to go." I said, "Where we are going?" He said to my sister's house, to Anne Marie. They lived on Highway 10. And we bought a little house from them, and we lived out on Highway 10 on a hillside, which was very pretty, but we didn't have no modern conveniences. We had to haul water from the creek, and had to wash water, and the well was irony. We had to draw water and then let it settle, and so forth. And I said, "Oh man, this is worse than Germany. They're so far behind here in the country." But then finally we realized that it was too far out of town. I couldn't get no job or nothing. I said, "We need to move to town where I can get to work, get a job." So we start looking around. And finally we found a place up in here in that area which looks like country, but still yet it wasn't very far to town, and I had bus service. Then in them days we had good bus service here. Now it's not good anymore. So I found me a job and go to work. And we found little apartments and little places.
What was your first job here?
So
what was your first job that you found here?
The first job I found here was waitress work on the Greyhound bus station. Then I found a job. Then I did sewing jobs. I went to Tough Nut. I worked there 10 years, sewing pins. Then I wanted a better paid job, but I had to make citizenship first. So you couldn't get no job unless you had citizenship paper. So I made citizenship, and then I got a good job. And one day, my neighbor said, "Teletype is hiring. Go out, put your application in." So I went. I put my application in, and waiting about 3 weeks, he came and said, "Have you ever got an answer from that application?" I said, "No, I haven't." He said, "Well, I'll check it out and see and pull it." He put the application, and they called me a couple of days later, and 3 days later I went to work for Teletype, and I worked there for 20 years.
Wow.
That was AT&T. Changed
AT&T.
to AT&T from Teletype.
Because
that was the best.
AT&T stood for American Telephone and Telegraph.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was the best workplace I ever had. And it was easy to work for them. And I worked with straighten parts with micrometers and stuff like that, engineering stuff.
And so this was all in Little Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on Teletype was first on 65th Street in Little Rock. Then they built a big plant, which is now empty. See, they closed. And you know what they did? They broke Teletype up because
That's right, I
they
remember
were
that.
too big for the britches, and the government
I remember
tore us
that.
apart.
Yeah.
When they brought in different subsidiaries and all this kind of stuff, and it didn't last very long. We couldn't get any more contracts, so they laid every one of them, a lot of people off. I never got laid off, but a lot of people did in different departments. And so I finally retired from them. After I retired, and there was still a few more people left, about 4 or 5 years later, they closed the thing totally down, which we never believed. We couldn't hardly believe it.
What is your favorite thing about America that you discovered or adjusted to when you came in? What is your least favorite thing about America?
I have no least favorites.
Well, good.
I only have good favorites.
Good.
I like America, and it's a great country. And people don't realize how good they have it unless they have been before to another country. That's all I got to say.
That's very, very true. Very true.
You can, if you can succeed here if you go after it. Well, I worked 33 years full time when I had 4 children.
It's almost, I mean, you could be a poster girl for the American dream.
And all my children, I gave them a good education.
Let me see. Well, you mentioned you came with your husband, so...
No, I came by myself.
Oh, I thought you said you came with...
I brought my oldest son.
So you were not married to your husband before you came?
When he got transferred to Camp Kilman, New Jersey...
Let's back up. Where did you first meet your husband?
I met him in Regensburg, Germany.
So he was a soldier stationed over there? Okay.
Yes.
But y'all got married in Germany.
In the 250 Station Hospital. We got married there too.
But they didn't accept the marriage when she came to the States. They made her...
I had to get married twice by the Germans and the Americans.
Okay.
Something about the way they do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So how long were you married before you were able to come to America?
Oh, I got married in July and I came over here in November.
So fairly fast.
Yeah, that's about 3 months or 4.
Okay. Now, you said you met him in Ravensbrück, right?
Yeah, Regensburg.
Regensburg. Okay, I'm sorry, I misheard. What was your first encounter like? How did you how did you first meet him? What were the circumstances?
Well, I was working at the ice cream parlor as a hostess. I had a job. I got me a job. I would always look for a job where there was food around because we always were hungry. So I got that job. That's how I made him. And so one day he said, "You speak English?" I said, "Not much." Started just learning. And he asked for a date. I said, "Okay." So we went to the movies.
What movie did you go see?
I don't remember, but I think it was a Western. I'm not sure.
It was an American movie. It was an American movie.
Oh, yeah, American.
Okay.
At that time, they didn't have no German theaters open, only American.
Oh, okay. Was it on the base?
For the GIs. No, it was in town, in town.
Okay.
See, he was at the 250 Station Hospital.
Okay.
In Regensburg.
Okay.
But they had a lot of soldiers there.
So it's safe to say the date went pretty well?
Sir?
Is it safe to say that the date went pretty well?
Yeah.
All right. What happened then? Another date?
Yeah.
Another movie?
No. We went to the Danube River under the river bridge and just sat down and said, one day he said he had something good to tell me, and I said, "I don't know. What is it?" He said, "Would you marry me?" And of course I said yes. Right off the bed. But in the meantime, I did have the immigration number too, and it came up to the same time as we almost was getting married.
How about
so
that?
I give that number to a friend.
How about that?
That means another friend got to go.
Got to come, yeah. Okay. So,
when she lives in California, I don't know if she's still alive or not.
Is that Walkenforst?
No.
No?
No. Another one.
Okay.
Where?
He's dead, walking on stuff.
Where were you married? Was it a church, a courthouse?
At the hospital, they had a chapel. I was married first in the German place in the town hall. I was married there. Then I was married by Germans. Then I had to go to the American hospital. I was married by American chaplain.
Okay.
I've been married twice.
At least.
And my husband and I were married 61 years.
You got a blinking.
So were you able to go on a honeymoon?
No. but there was no time.
No time?
No.
Had you ever had a chance after you came to America to go on a honeymoon?
Sir?
Did you have a chance after you came to America to go on a honeymoon sometime?
Well, no, not really.
Really?
Then I had children and was,
Life.
how that goes. But then later on, when all the children, I went back to Germany about, I guess 4 to 5 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
That much.
What part do you like to go back to?
To my sisters and my brothers that to Braunschweig.
And are they older than you or younger than
They
you?
were younger than me.
They
both passed away.
They both passed away. Okay. Let's see. And that is, you said that's near Erfurt. How far from Erfurt would you say?
Oh, from Braunschweig to Erfurt is just about an hour by train ride.
Okay. Was the Autobahn built?
Yes.
In time for you to...
Oh, the Autobahn was built before the war.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay. So you had a chance to drive on it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Did you like that?
Did you know the Autobahn was indestructible? The Allies threw bombs and it didn't face the Autobahn at all.
How about that?
I didn't know that.
The bombs are splintered off and fell to the sides. It was so good built, not like here, that after months holes show up. And they're still holding up right now. And look, the war been over 70 years.
Yep.
How about that?
There was such good construction.
German.
No shoddy stuff.
What can I ask you?
You about drained her. You did good.
You talked a while ago about the German Chancellor Merkel. And what do you think how do you view the direction that Germany is going right now politically?
I think Merkel is sort of a little bit going overboard with the refugees. That she took more in than she can handle, and they already have problems.
Okay.
Ask her how the German people feel about it.
The German people feel bad about that. They didn't like it that she did that.
Yeah. Especially to such large numbers, I would think.
When she was, before she got to be Chancellor, when the war was on that, she was in East Germany. She wasn't even a West German. She's a East German.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is strange.
That explains a lot, I would think.
When she let all those people in, and the German people didn't like it very much. They're not very well settled with that.
Yeah, I would.
How's Reinhardt feel about it?
Oh, Reinhardt is okay.
He don't mind it?
No.
Okay.
But when they will eventually.
They will eventually.
And they will eventually come and they have to buy the house with them.
Yep.
That's what, because it's got pretty good, nice size house.
When they come down and tell them they have to do it, they have to do it.
Yeah. That's the same story again.
If you could take an all-expense-paid vacation to Germany in any part of it, other than where your family is, where would you go?
I would go to the Alps.
Ooh, okay.
I like that.
You've been to Heidelberg?
To where?
Heidelberg?
No.
You've never been to Heidelberg?
No.
Okay.
I have.
I have too. Yes, it's very pretty. Very pretty. We're about to run out of time. Any message you'd like to say to
the young people today?
The young people.
The young people, but also